Hey folks, how are you? Today we're going to see the best indie games of all time, starting with Hollow Knight. In Hollow Knight, you dive into a vast and atmospheric world, filled with mysteries and dangers. Your goal is to explore the depths of Hallownest, unraveling ancient secrets and facing dark creatures that inhabit its depths. The gameplay is challenging and rewarding, combining agile combat skills with meticulous exploration. The graphics are stunning, with a unique visual aesthetic that immerses you in the game's melancholic atmosphere. Hollow Knight's story is told subtly, through encounters with enigmatic characters and discoveries of ancient inscriptions, allowing you to slowly unravel the mysteries behind the collapse of Hallownest. Celeste offers an exciting and personal journey through challenging mountain landscapes. Your goal is to help Madeline on her journey of self-discovery as she faces the physical and emotional challenges of Mount Celeste. The gameplay is a skillfully balanced mixture of precise platforming and clever puzzles, challenging your abilities and reflexes. With charming graphics and an immersive soundtrack, the game creates a welcoming atmosphere that contrasts with the intense challenges you face. Celeste's story addresses themes of overcoming adversity, anxiety, and acceptance in a way that resonates deeply with players, providing an emotionally impactful experience. In Undertale, you're transported to an underground world full of captivating characters and complex moral choices. The game's objective is to explore this intriguing universe, interact with its inhabitants, and face unique challenges. The gameplay offers an unconventional RPG experience where your choices have significant consequences on the narrative. With simple yet charming graphics and a memorable soundtrack, Undertale creates a unique and immersive atmosphere that invites exploration and reflection. The story of Undertale is filled with unexpected twists and memorable characters, providing a rich and exciting narrative experience. In Terraria, your mission is to explore, build, and fight in a randomly generated world, filled with creatures, biomes, and treasures. The gameplay is an addictive blend of mining, structure building, and monster combat, offering players an endless variety of activities. The pixelated graphics give the game a unique charm, while the soundtrack perfectly complements the adventurous atmosphere. The story in Terraria is largely open to player interpretation, with dynamic events and random encounters that keep the experience always fresh and exciting. In Stardo Valley, you inherit a farm and embark on a journey to restore its lost glory and find purpose in a simple life. The gameplay combines farm management, exploration, fishing, mining, and building relationships with the town's inhabitants. The charming retro graphics capture the welcoming essence of rural life, while the relaxing soundtrack contributes to the game's tranquil atmosphere. Stardew Valley's story is shaped by the player's choices and the relationships you build, offering a rich and immersive experience that celebrates life in the countryside. In Into the Breach, you take on the role of a mech pilot fighting to protect Earth from an alien invasion. The goal is to command your units tactically, anticipating enemy movements and protecting vulnerable cities. The strategic gameplay is challenging and highly rewarding, with deep mechanics that require tactical thinking and careful planning. The simplified yet effective graphics highlight the clarity of game information, while the intense electronic soundtrack heightens the tension of battles. Into the Breach's story unfolds through events and dialogue between missions, offering an exciting narrative about resistance and sacrifice in the face of adversity. In Cuphead, you embark on a thrilling adventure through vibrant and challenging worlds, facing off against extravagant bosses and fast-paced battles. The goal is to help Cuphead and Mugman repay their debt to the devil by defeating a series of enemies and collecting lost contracts. The gameplay is a tribute to classic platforming and shooting games, with precise and challenging mechanics. The graphics are a standout feature, showcasing a 1930s cartoon aesthetic with smooth animations and charming details. Cuphead's story is told through animated cutscenes and humorous dialogues, creating a captivating and fun atmosphere that perfectly complements the game's frenetic action. In Roeland, you embark on a journey of exploration and survival in a randomly generated world, filled with dangers and hidden treasures. The goal is to gather resources, build shelters, and confront monsters in your quest for glory and wealth. The gameplay is centered around free exploration, combining elements of RPG and action in a challenging roguelike environment. The graphics are simple but effective, highlighting the fast-paced gameplay and the variety of enemies and environments. Roeland's story is largely emergent, shaped by the player's choices and the challenges you face in your quest for adventure and conquest. Don't starve together. You and your friends face the relentless challenges of a dark and eerie world, struggling to survive amidst sinister creatures and adverse weather conditions. The goal is to explore the world, gather resources, and build shelters while battling hunger, cold, and madness that threaten to consume you. The gameplay is cooperative and challenging, with each player contributing to the group's survival effort. The graphics are distinct, featuring a dark cartoonish aesthetic that perfectly complements the tense and surreal atmosphere of the game. Don't Starve Together's story is fragmented and suggested through environmental clues and random events, inviting you to unravel the mysteries behind this strange and hostile world. In Dead Cells, players immerse themselves in a dark fantasy realm fraught with lethal dangers and concealed secrets. Their mission: to traverse randomly generated dungeons, vanquish formidable foes, and unearth potent abilities essential for progress. Gameplay is characterized by its rapid pace and fluidity, blending platforming and action elements seamlessly. With its frenzied combat and permanent death mechanic, each playthrough becomes a distinctive experience. The pixelated graphics boast vibrancy and intricate details, evoking a sense of nostalgia. Dead Cells' narrative unfolds subtly, conveyed through item descriptions and character interactions, affording players the opportunity to construct their own storylines as they uncover the enigmas of this eerie world. In Greed, you're taken on an emotionally stirring and visually captivating journey through a world of dreams and memories. The objective is to guide the protagonist, Greed, on her journey of self-discovery as she confronts her pain and conquers her fears. The gameplay revolves around platforming and puzzles, with challenges that mirror Greed's emotional journey. The graphics are a true masterpiece, with stunning visuals and an evocative color palette that helps convey the story without words. Greed's story unfolds through imagery and symbolism, allowing each player to interpret its narrative in a unique and personal way, making it a profoundly touching and reflective experience. In Slay the Spire, players are tasked with ascending a foreboding tower, confronting random encounters and formidable bosses throughout their journey. The primary objective is to construct a formidable deck of cards, enabling them to overcome strategic challenges and adapt their tactics as circumstances evolve. The gameplay is both addictive and profoundly tactical, with every decision carrying weighty consequences for success. The graphics, though straightforward, effectively emphasize the gameplay, ensuring players remain immersed in the action. Slay the Spire's narrative is subtly woven into the fabric of the game, hinted at through card descriptions and events, fostering a world replete with mystery and intrigue that beckons exploration and experimentation. In Baba Is You, players defy the conventions of puzzle games by manipulating the rules of the game itself to achieve their objectives. The goal is to rearrange simple words to alter the victory conditions in each level, crafting creative and unique solutions to the presented challenges. The gameplay is innovative and highly challenging, encouraging experimentation and lateral thinking. The graphics are minimalist yet effective, emphasizing the focus on the game's central concept. Baba Is You's story is subtle and implicit, reflecting the metaphysical and self-aware nature of the gaming experience, inviting players to question the very rules and limitations of the game world. In Hades, you take on the role of the underworld prince, Zagreus, as he fights to escape his father Hades' domain. The objective is to face hordes of enemies and deadly challenges, progressing through the depths of the underworld in search of freedom. The gameplay is an exhilarating mix of frenetic combat and branching narrative, with roguelike mechanics ensuring a unique experience with each run. The graphics are stunning, with smooth animations and rich details bringing the game's mythological world to life. Hades' story is conveyed through dynamic dialogues and random events, offering an engaging and thrilling narrative that unfolds over multiple escape attempts. In Hyper Light Drifter, you embark on a dark and mysterious journey through a world ravaged by an unknown illness. The objective is to traverse desolate landscapes, facing brutal enemies and solving intricate puzzles as you search for a cure. The gameplay is fast-paced and challenging, with fluid combat and nonlinear exploration mechanics that encourage discovery. The graphics are stunning, featuring a vibrant pixelated aesthetic and an evocative color palette that creates a unique and immersive atmosphere. Hyper Light Drifter's story is told in a nonlinear fashion, through imagery and moments of environmental storytelling, leaving room for interpretation and speculation by the player. And Inside, players are immersed in a dark and unsettling journey through a bleak and dystopian world. The objective is to guide an unnamed boy as he escapes from sinister forces and unknown threats. Gameplay primarily consists of solving environmental puzzles and navigating through shadowy environments, with moments of tension and suspense that keep players on the edge of their seats. The graphics are striking, featuring a distinctive visual aesthetic and fluid animations that contribute to the immersive and oppressive atmosphere. Inside story is primarily conveyed visually, with minimal dialogue or direct explanations, allowing each player to interpret the events in a unique and personal way. In Firewatch, you take on the role of a solitary forest ranger tasked with maintaining peace in a remote Wyoming forest. The objective is to patrol the forests, investigate incidents, and keep in contact with your supervisor, Delilah, through a long-range radio. Gameplay is a blend of narrative exploration and environmental puzzle solving, with a focus on storytelling and character relationships. The graphics are stunning, featuring vibrant visuals and breathtaking natural landscapes that capture the beauty and solitude of the wilderness. Firewatch's story is emotionally engaging, with unexpected twists and moments of reflection that leave a lasting impact on the player. In Super Meat Boy, you embark on a challenging journey through a series of levels filled with deadly obstacles and sinister traps. The objective is to guide Meat Boy, a small cube of meat, on his mission to rescue his girlfriend Bandage Girl from the clutches of the villain Dr. Fetus. The gameplay is fast-paced and frenetic, with precise controls and platforming mechanics that test your reflexes and precision skills. The graphics are simple yet effective, with a retro aesthetic that pays homage to classic platforming games. Super Meat Boy's story is lighthearted and humorous, serving as a backdrop to the intense action and brutal challenges that await players in each level. In Oxenfree, you assume the role of Alex, a teenager who travels to a mysterious island with her friends in search of adventure. The objective is to unravel the island's dark and supernatural secrets as you explore its haunted locations and interact with its ghostly inhabitants. Gameplay is centered around dialogue choices and puzzle solving, with mechanics that emphasize the development of relationships between the characters. The graphics are stylized and atmospheric, with a color palette that evokes a sense of mystery and suspense. Oxenfree's story is rich in complex characters and exciting twists, with multiple endings that are shaped by the player's decisions throughout the game. In Papers, Please, you play the role of a border control agent in Arstatska, a fictional country inspired by Soviet-era regimes. Your objective is to process entry and exit documents of travelers while adhering to government regulations and safeguarding national security. Gameplay is based on quick and precise decision-making, with significant consequences for your actions. The graphics are simple and functional, reflecting the austere and bureaucratic aesthetic of the regime in which the game is set. The story of Papers, Please is told through interactions with travelers, documents, and events that unfold over the protagonist's workdays, offering insightful and disturbing commentary on issues such as authoritarianism, ethics, and morality within a repressive political context. In Katana Zero, you assume the role of a mercenary assassin known only as the Dragon as you unravel a dark conspiracy in a dystopian futuristic city. The objective is to infiltrate high-security facilities, eliminate designated targets, and uncover the truth behind your own mysterious powers. Gameplay is fast-paced and violent, with skill-based combat mechanics and an emphasis on stealth and precision of movement. The graphics are stylized and vibrant, with a retro-futuristic aesthetic that evokes the dystopian atmosphere of the game. Katana Zero's story is told through interactive dialogues and cinematic sequences, with multiple endings influenced by the player's choices and actions throughout the game. Subscribe if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, as that really helps a lot. If you think any game is missing or if you're planning to play any of these games, don't forget to leave a comment. Those were the top 20 best indies games. This has been another video from New Quest Play, and I'll be here waiting for you for the next quest.